There are no secrets in conference play. They know you, you know them, and there's always a little trickle of bad blood here and there, particularly when both teams are ranked as these two are in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see, the number 14 team in the country, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Volunteers will kick it away to start. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. To the air, it's Nussmeier. Makes the grab, it's Watkins. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Think about when Garrett Nussmeier goes into the quarterback room at LSU and there are giant murals of Joe Burrow and Jaden Daniels, Heisman winners. Jesse, that's some pressure. But, man, if he can cut down on the turnovers, he might join them.
Yeah, there's no question about it, Reese. This guy has a lot of talent. I really also just appreciate the fact that he stayed put at LSU. In an era of college football where especially quarterbacks are transferring 2, 3, 4 times, naming off those guys you just did, it would have been so easy for Nussmeier to try to find another opportunity somewhere else. He believes LSU is the best situation for him to win a national championship and get him off to the NFL.
They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Tigers will hustle to the line.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
He wants to change this route. Back to pass. Going downfield for the big play. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Got room on the return. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And on this opening drive, the offense trying to be aggressive, attacking deep down the field, but they're going to have to do a better job of taking advantage of those one-on-one matchups because that time the defense won. They were able to high point the football, creating the interception.
This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. The give to the tailback. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Handoff to the lone back. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Back to throw, it's Aguilar. And he's got his man on the sideline. He'll come up a little short of the first down.
Well, it's a good decision by the quarterback, and I know you didn't get the first down, but the good news is you got a chunk of yards back, now setting up 4th and short and giving yourself an opportunity to go for it here and keep this drive going.
The Vols send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. The ball pops out on the return. How in the world did the offense retain possession?
And that was almost a huge mistake by special teams. On the punt return, fumbling the football, they are so lucky that they jumped on that ball and that their offense is now going to take the field because that could have been disastrous.
Still on his feet at the 45. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45. No matter how many times they tell you to look for it, it is tough to defend a perfectly executed screen.
Yeah, because I'm trying to go get the quarterback, and everything looks like pass, but when you see it, when you see that screen, you got to retrace your steps, get back in the play. Nice job by the offense, but the defense just has to recognize that a little bit sooner.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. The time has come to make a move. If you want to get into the college football playoff, you've got to win big games right now, and we have a clash of ranked opponents coming up in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see, the number 14 team in the country, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Volunteers will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it out. It's Watkins. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. From the gun, the give, looking for room. Got enough for the first. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
Man, this guy is so scary when he has the ball in his hands. He kind of reminds me, he's got a little bit of Leonard Fournette. He's got a little bit of Clyde Edwards-Helaire, you know, just that shake and bake. When they get in the second level, DBs just don't seem to know how to tackle this guy. You don't want to submarine. He might hurtle over you, but if you don't go in with conviction, and he's got the speed to get outside and take it the distance. This dude just makes your heart stop every time he has the ball.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. Catch in the middle, it's Brown. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
The Tigers will have it 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. He breaks a tackle, creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Looking downfield on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Back to pass, it's Nussmeier. Fires on the move. Got his man. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business.
I'm a big believer in taking shots early in the game and being aggressive and showing my team I got confidence in them. Let's go make plays. First drive, already taking shots down the field. Nice job, nice pitch, nice catch.
This time they'll go to the running game. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Going with the ground game left. Shakes off the defender. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. On the option. Now the toss. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on fourth down. Has to get there to move the sticks. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
Coaches talk about it all the time. We're going to be aggressive. Well, they were aggressive on that first drive. They go for it on fourth down. No dice. Now you put your defense on the field. I like the aggressiveness, but now you got to deal with some of the consequences.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Looking downfield, it's Aguilar. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. He's got it on the outside. They're finally able to haul him down at midfield. No Tennessee quarterback will ever be revered like Peyton Manning, but many more throws like that, and they're going to say, this guy's getting into the realm at least.
Yeah, you get in the realm, you're good. You get in the realm, you start talking about Hall of Fame. That's what kind of tradition you've had with a guy like Peyton Manning. His fingerprints are still on this program, and if you are mentioned with him, that's a good day at the office.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Caught in the backfield. It's Staley. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
So it's third and long, and this quarterback right now has got to be expecting pressure. So you want to know where your hot routes are. You got to know where your best one-on-one matchup is. But understand this. We're still in the first half. If the defense gets you, tip of the cap. You can take a sack. Punting the football at this stage of the game is okay.
Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32. And the Vols have this offense rolling. Looking to throw again. Fires to the wideout. And the timing just a hair off.
I don't even know if the offense is aware that they have other eligible targets downfield. It feels like every single throw early in this game has gone this guy's way.
He's going for it all. He's got it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays.
Sneak.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And right down the middle. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Returner's going to try to see what he can get. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Sharp. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback, to have everything on your side.
and have everything quiet. It's the loudest place by far that I ever played. I mean, for an entire game, they are on their feet, yelling, screaming. Now, listen, we can't play all the words they're yelling, Reese, but they are an intimidating crowd.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to pass. It's Nussmeier. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Still running at the 40. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. And the Tigers are in the hurry-up.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Tennessee 7, LSU 0.
First play of the period will be a 2nd down. On the run, it's Durham. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really nice job by the defense that time, getting a stop. They've been really good so far in this one, shutting this guy down, not letting him break out. You've got the lead. It's tight, though. And you know the opponent is going to keep trying to run it. So can you keep this up here in the second half on defense? That's the question.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got a man in the middle. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver. They can do that. They can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
Get a big play like that last one. You flip the field. You change the momentum. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 38. Gonna run it. It's Thomas. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge 3rd down coming up. To the air, it's Aguilar. They get to him as he throws.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
And here comes the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Oh, and the attempt is no good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Leaves it with the running back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He'll try the left side. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And you got to do a better job up front right there. That run was doomed from the get-go. Nowhere to go. The back gets hit as soon as he gets the football. Hard to succeed as a running back when you get the ball and you get clocked.
Quarterback making adjustments. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Makes the catch. It's Watkins. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
Well, I love the job in coverage there. Sure, the guy made the catch, but right away the defender able to bring him down. No possibility of yak on that play.
Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Aguilar. Unloads to the wideout. It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll start this drive going to the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Anderson. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. A quick completion to the left, looking for the 1st down. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after a big play up top. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. Wants to adjust the pattern. And now a chance to pull even. 1st and goal as we get late in the first half. They'll try to pass their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers!
And I love that this offense stuck to it. Stuck to the run game. Didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they wanted now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Newton. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. To the air, it's Aguilar. Under fire. That's caught. It's Thomas. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Going deep. Pulls it in down the sideline. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
They've crossed midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Gets it to him on the screen. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on first down.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Really good job running the ball, getting that first down. Now here comes the tempo.
Might as well give it to him again.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass, it's Aguilar. Throws toward the end zone. Wide out trying to get it in.
Well, it's a second catch on the drive, and that's obviously a massive play for this offense. And he's starting to prove to his quarterback here that he's winning his one-on-ones, and he deserves some more looks.
The defense going to stop the clock with the timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Volunteers trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Quarterback quarterback sneaking his way, tunneling and burrowing into the line. Sneaks it into the end zone.
These close games a lot of times come down to who executes late in the ball game. That was a late game situation, nice execution, and now they got the lead going into the half, and they have all the momentum.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Might be changing the route. Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. Quarterback floating away from pressure. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left. It's pretty clear he didn't care about the double coverage. He thought his guy was better than their two guys.
Well, and there's reason to think that. That dude's a stud, and I understand it. I want to find ways to get him the football, but when it's 2-on-1, I might think about looking somewhere else.
Picks up just a few before he's brought down, not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. LSU will put foot to leather to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Here's the give off the left side. Found that space and picked up 6 out to the 33.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge 3rd down coming. Looking for a man. It's Aguilar. Fires to the big fella. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
Give to the running back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Intercepted, number 19. Taking it the other way. Running inside the 20. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Tigers.
How oftentimes can you say that there is a safety who's the most dangerous guy on the field with the ball in his hands? Did you see that guy and his ability in the open field once he picked it off? There was nobody on offense even coming close to getting that guy down. What an athlete.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Big Ten action right now, and wait till you see how things are playing out in this one, fellas. Nebraska is just boat racing them right now, thanks to an offense that's putting up video game numbers. They're up by 18 over Michigan State. Just another week in the Big Ten where the only constant is chaos, fellas.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Wants to throw. It's Aguilar. He uncorks one deep. Makes the catch on the left. Running free. Touchdown, Volunteers. And that one will give him the lead.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard. Well, after not getting a thing done on first down, it's 2nd and long from the 24. Looking to fire. Grabbed behind the line. It's Durham. At the 40, there he goes. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening.
And that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them, they can do damage. And that's exactly what happened there. These guys are trained to be great once they have